full screen. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. You say hi. Whoops. You say hi. You say hi, and I say I don't know. Do 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 do. You say goodbye, and I say hello, hello, hello. I don't know why you say goodbye. I say hello. Do not go. Please don't go. Do not go. Please don't go. Please, please, please love me. Not too much. Not too much. Whatever. You don't have to love me too much. I don't love you too much. I love you enough. I want you to stay. I want you to stay. I want this to be interesting. It's only as interesting as me, and I am not that interesting. I don't think I'm that interesting. I watch people and think, oh my God, they're so interesting. Girl from Mars are here. From Mars. Girl from Mars. She's here. That's what matters. Claire is here. Darklands is here. All the girls are here. Joe is here. These are all my girlfriends. I'm gonna be like Hugh Hefner. Can I be like Hugh Hefner? Will you allow me? Nick Skin is here. You know, did I say Darklands? Alan Williams with his one leg is here. I'm gonna be like Hugh Hefner, cult leader. But people get upset. They don't want me to be a cult leader. You don't want me to have like a real array or whatever it is, thousands of girls. That's what I want, thousands of girls and dozens of guys. Just I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. But maybe I do want it. Maybe I do want to be loved and appreciated. Don't you want to be loved? We all want to be loved and appreciated. I think we do. We do. I don't want people to get upset at me because if but I do want people to be loved. Do I want to be Hugh Hefner? Do I want to be? How does this work? How does that work? Does that work there? Does that work there? What are we doing here? Are we going over this side? It's always the reverse side. It's always the reverse side. It's always the reverse side. It just seems like it shouldn't be. Anyway, good to see you. So welcome to the Lewis Schaffer Uncooked live stream. Uncooked. John Miller is here. It will be interesting to see who Scotland and England get in the World Cup. Well, it's always interesting. We want England to win. And if England doesn't win, let Scotland win. Let them win. Let them win. Let them win. Don't say where you live, people, because I'll come and visit you. I might knock on your door. It'd be horrible. Don't come and knock on my door. Don't come and knock. I go, what the hell are you doing? Don't come and knock on my door. Anyway, so most people would start their shows with hello or welcome or something. Happy Friday, chums. That's what most people would do. Lucy. I am not excuse me, Lucy, Joodles. I am not, where is Lucy? I am not most people. I am Lewis Schaffer. And this is, is it weirdness of a good way or weirdness of a bad way? I would like to know. I don't know. Can you not hear me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can we dress up as bunny girls? Yeah, you could. You could do that for a little bit. Why not turn around 180 degrees? We never see the back of your head. Is that, yeah, like that. Can you see it now? Can you see it now? There you go. Can you see it now? I try to be as organized as possible. There's the light. There's the light. Can you see me? What does the back of my head look like? I don't know either. When I had a girlfriend, she could say it's growing, and I say, can you cut it for me? But I don't have a girlfriend. Vatanai is here. So I did do that. I did that for you. What do you think? Stay there. I'm not gonna stay there. Is that some sort of joke? No worries. I'm pissing down Portsmouth. Laugh out loud. No worries. I'm in pissing down Portsmouth. Maybe that you could use a dash in between pissing down. Laugh out loud. Yeah, it's probably raining. It's raining all over Britain. You know why it's raining over Britain? It's climate change. Climate change. Have you noticed it's been getting colder? It was really warm in July. You thought it was going to be that way forever, and then it got a bit cooler in August. And then in September, even cooler. And now October, cold. And now we're in December. Can't you see what is happening? We're dying of climate change. Alan Williams, how do I get out of Christmas Day with my family so I can be here for this on the 25th? I don't think we're going to do this on the 25th. So you can all find some excuse. At least you got family. At least you got family. There are plenty of us that don't have family. You can do both, probably. I mean, I think you can listen to this on your phone. Can't you listen to this anywhere? But we can't type, or maybe. Tell them you're needed at mine. Oh, Joodles, can you not flirt with him in front of me? Can you not do that? You're always doing that just to make me jealous, just to make me upset, Joodles. Don't flirt with Alan Williams. It's a crazy thing, I know, but barbers were invented a while ago. But they're so unnecessary. Do you think my hair could be any better with a barber? No, it can't be. Maybe it can be. Occasionally it can be, but it can be. I remember paying $21 for a haircut back in 19. It could have been late 80s or something. It was so much money. I couldn't believe it. It was so much money. It was up on like 51st Street where the male prostitutes used to hang out. But they don't hang out there anymore, I don't think. Sorry, Alan. Lewis says you're not allowed to come over. No, you're not coming over. No one is coming over to my house unless by special, arrangement. And not for too long. Not for all day. Not for that kind of thing. What about Bill Gates? Bill Gates is making it rain. He isn't making it rain. He isn't making it rain. He can maybe make it cloudy and maybe a bit red, but it's not the rain. The rainfall numbers have not gone up. They've basically, I don't think that they have. Have they gone up, Claire? I don't know. Lewis, I just checked the Bible of English grammar. There is no hyphen between pissing and down. Gotta be American. Well, I think there should be pissing down. You write your own language, Joe. Don't let them tell you when you can and cannot use an apostrophe. That's what these leftist, globalists, terrorists want. They're trying to take away our apostrophes. Basically, tell them no. No. But it's raining in Portsmouth. Let's everybody go around and tell me where it's raining. I'd like to know that. For the last 2 years, there has been a huge campaign to give flu vax to small kids. Now the media is saying this year that there is loads of flu in children. Yeah, because they're lying. CUNTS. That's what they are. The media is... am I part of the media? I guess I'm part of the media. And when they start sending me money, I will start lying. But right now, I'm not lying. You can't trust them. I don't trust doctors. I don't trust people telling us not to use apostrophes. Yes, apostrophes. How would she have written it? Yes. There. Where is it? You go up to 510. 510. Where do you? Yeah, 506. Where Joe says I'm in pissing down Portsmouth. What shouldn't there be an apostrophe? And let me just say something. I'm going to ask Joodles this question because Joodles knows everything. And even if she doesn't know everything, she appears to know everything. And that's what I like. That's what I like. Yeah, they want to give flu vaccines. I get messages every single day from my surgery. Come in for your flu. I give them, I go. Am I allowed to do that? Lewis, maybe start the show with 5 minutes of calming tunes or meditation. Yeah, maybe. I'm a little bit upset. I've had a cup of coffee. I've had 2 cups of coffee, 4 teaspoons of sugar. I'm sorry. I had an entire chicken samosa because I go out to walk around the area and pick up rubbish. And I picked up a lot of rubbish. It wasn't super bad, but I mean, it's like, can we pick up rubbish ourselves, everybody? Anyway, maybe meditation. That's not a bad idea. John Miller. Let's see what John Miller has to say. John Miller says, it's pissing down. Where are you again, John? Tell everybody where you are. Is anyone alone for Christmas? We could meet maybe on Discord for a laugh. Yes, if Lewis isn't available. Yes. Maybe I should, yes, maybe I need a day off myself. Basically, there was one day I got sick, but 107, this is 100, so that's 177 days with one day of being sick. That's a lot of time. He doesn't even know the word. Thank you, Joodles. You are so right on our grammar. What did Joodles say? Apostrophes. Your hair is one of the many great things about you. Thank you. Let's all try to maybe duplicate the way Claire talks to me. The love. Whatever. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Claire. Raining hard in Yeovil. The surrounding low areas in the Somerset levels are starting to flood. Yeah, well, they've always flooded in the low levels there. There's a river that goes right down the Yeovil there. I think it's called the Yeovil. The Yeo River, whatever it is. Yeah. Wow, I remember the pub. I came to Portsmouth as a student and never left, like Hotel California. Yeah, but you met a man. Didn't you meet a man, Joe? Something good happened there. You met a man. I was only in Martok for 9 months in 2020, and it was mostly flooded. Where is Martok? What is Martok? I never even heard of that place. I heard that a coving report came out yesterday confirming it never existed. Worst part of the report. How our oinks were against us. Coving, you mean like coving or COVID? Okay, yeah, like a COVID report came out yesterday confirming that it never existed. I don't know if that was what the report said. Didn't the report say we needed to lock down sooner and what's his name killed 23,000 people because he didn't lock down soon enough? F that. F those. Those reports cost so much money. It's like they did the report on the football matches and it cost 150 million pounds. You could have given £1 million to each of the 150 people who died. That's where the money should have gone. But they couldn't do that. They have to give it to 150 fake lawyers. Horrible, horrible. I met several men, but that's another day. That's another story. I'd like to hear the story. I like hearing stories of girls being. I like to hear it when they tell me, when they feel all dirty and they did all dirty stuff and they tell me and I'm not judgmental about it. I'm not judgmental about it. I've been watching these YouTube. Have you seen the YouTube videos where the woman is basically her husband finds out that she's been a slag, and she starts crying and beating, and it's just horrible. That's I don't know. I'm not in favor of that. We're all slags. We are all not me. I'm perfect. I'm pure. That's why maybe I'm a cult leader, because he's just a lovely, innocent little boy is what I am. Alan Williams says, I've never had a flu vaccine or flu either. Kind of weird for a 56-year-old. Yeah, because flu is basically, all flu is an irritation, which causes inflammation, which causes you to get sick. So if you take care of yourself, you don't get sick, whether you take vaccines or not. And I don't believe in vaccines. Matlock Village, says Vatanai, in Somerset, on the edge of the levels. And yes, it always floods in the winter. It's normal. Yeah, it's like that place up in the north, in Cumbria or wherever, Northumberland, whatever it was I don't know what side that is. It's on the west coast. And you see where the flood is. Or I remember the Somerset floods too, where they showed that the church was not flooded and the houses around the church were not flooded, but in the valleys all around were flooded. And people going, oh, it's global warming. They're liars. They're all such liars. They're all liars. Everybody say they're liars. I never had my jabs, says David Tope. Welcome back, David. Thank you for coming back. I never had my jabs. I knew it was bullshit. Yes. Me too, I didn't have, but I was also afraid of being jabbed. But now I'm glad I didn't have my jabs. I'm trying to take as fewer pills as possible. I take an occasional blood pressure pill, and then I feel bad about it. Then I don't take it. Then I take it, and then I don't take it. But you're right. Good. That is good to hear, David Toby. David Toby. Why aren't you still down there? Andrew Rubin. No, it's a different report. Stellify, who is Stellify on YouTube, was talking about it today. Okay. It's a different report. Well, maybe post a link or maybe post a way for us to find the link. Dave, totally. I knew it was CRAP from the beginning. Yeah, you do know. Once you know these things, once you can't believe them, you don't believe them. You don't believe them. But I'm with you, Claire. It's just crap. I didn't think it was crap from the beginning. Okay, but because I had it, I thought I don't need it. I've already had it. I had it, supposedly had it. And then I realized that I don't need to take it because I supposedly had it. And then I realized this germ theory is all a bunch of lies. It's all lies. I'm never going back there. I hope you are well. Remember the apostrophe in hope. I hope. And you are. I hope you are well, Joe. It's nice of you, Andrew. We love you, Andrew. Thank you, Andrew, says Claire. I've also never taken care of myself. Well, you know what? You lost a foot already. Don't lose any more parts of your body. Get rock hard. It's like me. Look at how great I look. Did you see the picture in Twitter of how horrible I looked in 2016? I was 59 years old. I looked horrible. And then I lost all this weight. I don't look that great now, but at least I'm thin. I woke up this morning. I was 77.1 kilograms. So I gained 100 grams, 3 ounces. Lewis, I'm a perv. I am a perv. I'm glad you see that. I want all you women to see that so you're not disappointed when you find out that I'm a bit of a perv. I tell you that I'm a perv. It's really like hot in your house. Check those arms veins. What do you mean? Is it really hot in your house? Yeah, it is hot. You know it's hot. It's 28 degrees. Can you see this? 27.7 degrees at 35% humidity. It's hot. Because of Southwark Council. This is your council dollars being at work because they're liars. They basically keep the council flats hot because the individual homeowners in Southwark won't vote for them. But the people who vote for them are immigrants who live in council flats, or the old timers who trust labor. My Facebook is bombarded with medical advice tonight. I know it knows I'm a skeptic. I always leave a comment, cut out the carbs and eat red meat. That's true. I do that too. Yes, cut out the carbs. I always say something nasty to them, like you're lying. I don't say that, but yeah, that's true. I get a lot of that stuff too. My Facebook page is 100% diabetes and gout. I don't have gout anymore. I would have gout if I ate even more carbs. So I've got to be careful not to eat. John Van Dam is here. Everybody, let's welcome John Van Dam. John Van Dam, happy Friday, Lewis. Today I walked a dog, and the first song that came on the radio was Girl from Mars. Girl from Mars. What is that like? Because that's what is the Girl from Mars song? I don't know what that is. I know the girl from Mars here, who I love, who loves me. But what does that mean? Should I look that up? Dave? What do you think of Darby last night? What happened? Oh, that there was. I should have read about it. I didn't read about it. I shouldn't read about it. Well, what happened in Darby last night? Dave. Listen, we don't need to know any particulars. Everybody knows what's happening in this country. You don't need to hear, did you hear what happened? No, I didn't hear what happened. Oh my God, that must mean this and this. No, we know. We've already heard Too much stuff going on. Lewis, sorry for the comment regarding your 2016 pick. I was joking, really. Or was I? No, I don't. What did you say exactly? I'm so immune to people being horrible to me. And I know that you love me, Joe. And I love you. I love you because I'm a perv, according to Claire. That's horrible for her to say. I'm getting leg shame. That's new. Well, you should because you've got type 2 diabetes. Is that what happened? I don't even know. You told me what happened, but I don't pay that much attention. But if you don't want to lose your feet, if you don't want to get cancer, you stop eating sugar. If you want to stop getting arthritis, you stop eating sugar. You stop being fat. It's as simple as that. People always think, oh, you've got diabetes, you're going to lose a leg or maybe go blind or something. No, every single disease is a byproduct of diabetes. I don't know how you can have 2 layers on in 27.7 degrees. I wouldn't be wearing one, Judel says, because you come from Northern Ireland where it's so cold that you're just happy. You're just so happy that it's warm. That's why you're kind of immune to the heat. You could grow bananas in that. Yeah, you can. I think there's a place in Britain they can grow bananas. Didn't you hear about that? Isn't there a place you can grow bananas? Everybody, look, Lewis Schaffer over here. Lewis Schaffer. Whoa. Lewis Schaffer. Go on Twitter. Make sure we like this stream. It's Friday. You should be happy. Not that any of you work, but, this is a bad time for people who work, maybe, but the 10:30 show, we can talk about that. Okay, you could grow bananas. We are all pervs. I guess we are pervs. We are pervs. I mean, if you saw into each of our brains, the question is, do we do any of that stuff? Try not to do any of the pervy stuff. Holy shit, Alan! How many times do we have to tell? I forgot. You do. You have to. I don't remember everybody. "Girl from Mars" is a fabulous song by Ash, who came from Northern Ireland. Yeah, people from Northern Ireland are proud because it's such a dumpy place, probably. I've been there. I don't know if it's dumpy, but I do know that the nicest people come from dumpy places. And you, Judels, you can't help yourself. You are a nice person. Free Enoch Burke. Yeah, that's the guy. I mean, what kind of name is Enoch? That's not the best name. It's like Adolf, but I support Enoch Powell. I support him. He was right. He was right, Lewis. I wrote serial killer vibes. Am I forgiven? Yes. Do I have serial killer vibes in 2025? I wish I was better looking. I wish I wasn't as crumbling as I am. But I mean, anyway. Yeah, what did I have? You got to look. You got to go to Twitter and look at the picture of me. I was fat. That picture was sent to me by a friend of mine. We stayed up playing cards, William Winterman cigars, and I still think of you. I still love you, the girl from Mars. Is that the song? Is that the lyrics of the song? It sounds like a great song. Ash. Does anybody remember the band Wishbone? Wishbone, Ash. Do you remember that? Everybody, go and like the page. Just go underneath or to the left and like the page. Let's see what it is. Girl from Mars lyrics. Do you remember the time I knew a girl from Mars? I don't know if you knew that. Oh, we'd stay up late playing cards. Henry Winterman cigars, and she never told me her name. I still love you, girl from Mars. Sitting in a dreamy daze by the water's edge on a cool summer night, fireflies and stars in the sky. Gentle glowing light from your breeze blowing slowly on my face reminds me of something else, something that in my memory has been misplaced. Suddenly comes all back. I remember the time I knew the girl from Mars. She never I guess it's a long song. It's about falling in love. That's a nice song. That's a really nice. Isn't that a nice song? I think it's a nice song. It's a nice song. I just got home. It's 15.7 degrees in here, Kermit, and I don't even have 2 layers on. How warm is 15 degrees? That's about 60 degrees, right, Kermit? Anyway, Donna Aylesbury is here, and Stuart. I wanted to say thank you, Stuart, for that song. That's the kind of song I might listen to. I might listen to it now. No, I'm not going to listen to it now. I'm talking to you. It's rude. We actually do have a rainforest in Britain. I think we do. I think the whole West Coast has raininess in Cumbria up there. Yeah. Well, what do you consider a rainforest? Yeah. Yeah. And it doesn't rain as much as you think it rains. Donna Aylesbury, good point. Donna Aylesbury is bringing the facts. I like girls who bring the facts. I like women who bring the facts. I like men who bring the facts too. I like the facts. Ron Smith says, what do you make of the new IRA? Are they for real or is it a psyop? Well, obviously the old IRA is not the old IRA, but we need a team of people fighting for Ireland as part of fighting for the Western world, of which Britain is part of. That's what I think, Ron Smith. What do you think? Do you think it's real? Maybe Joodles can think whether it's real. I try to cut out sugar 5 days a week, says Dark Arts Dave is here. Hello, Dark Arts Dave. Much as I can. No cider, no sugar-free drinks either. There you go. That's a surprise, but that's good because those drinks are dangerous, the sugar-free ones. I mean, I put a little bit of sugar in my tea because we ran out of milk. But the producer's going and bringing some milk and sugar, and he asked me what do I want because he was treated very well as a child. Okay, so lost a bit of weight. So my folks are worried. I don't think my stomach issues help with worrying, but hey, you know what? Stop all the carbs. Go all the way. How much do you weigh, Dark Arts Dave? Tell me again. Everybody tell me. I keep on forgetting. Remember, we've had 175 or 200 shows since you might have told me all this information. Do you know that we've been here for 200 shows? So I say, look, go low carbs. I want to get down to 76, but I'm being so good. I'm right at this 77 level. 77. 70. I had 2,200 calories last night, and I said to myself, I might not be below. I was at 77 yesterday. I might not be below 77. We have to really fight for this. Have a cigar with a smoking jacket, like an academic agent. What is an academic agent? Ron Smith. Stuart. Yes, they are the lyrics. They are the lyrics of a really good song. Ash, you guys know Ash. My favorite song as a kid was also Girl from Mars. So there you go. We've got two people who loved Girl from Mars. Now I have to listen to the song. I'm going to listen to it. You don't mind? Do you mind? Do you mind, Girl from Mars? Girl from Mars. Girl from Mars. Here comes that guy. He's coming in. I'm going to listen to Girl from Mars. Okay. Claire thinks it's a psyop. It sounds like a psyop. It's trying to say, look, we didn't like the IRA, and now we're not going to like anybody who's fighting against mass immigration. That's what they're saying. I think that's why it's a psyop. I like every video to know I've been there, unless they're mainstream. I like every video. Oh, you like every video, period. You like every video because you want to know that you've been there. That's why you like them. Like them. You don't just like them. You like them. But thank you for yes. You like this video. That's really good. Let's see how many people have liked this thing. How many people like this thing here? Let's just see. What's up? What did you get? Did you get milk? Did you get sugar? Yeah. Did you get coffee? No. Okay, good. We've got 18 people liking this thing. That's good news. I like my son. He's a nice boy. He's a nice boy. He's a nice boy. Anyway, let's see. Girl from Mars is from their album 1977, which was released in 1997, if I can remember correctly, when I was at college. The whole album is worth a listen. Stewart's from America. Or maybe you were young in 1977. In 1997 when it came out. Same. The boys at school love them. This girl with disco and soul, of course, says Joe. Yeah. It's a boys album. It's a boys album. So let's just go over here. Girl from I don't have all the messages. What messages am I skipping? Did I skip any of your messages? I apologize if I skipped some of your messages. Which one have I missed? Person who sent me a message. Let me look. I don't know what I've done. What did I miss? What message did I miss? I will light the wood stove later. 5 Life radio discussion was, should we ban them? I will quote Mike Graham. They will have to pry it from my dead hand. Yeah, because they, it's the left. They want to make it. They want to make life impossible for us to live. I'm listening to the song. I'm listening to it now. I'm listening. How do people not know that this is what I'm doing? I could see how you would like the song. I could see that. I could see how you could like the song. The lyrics sounded okay. The idea that you see somebody, you never see him again, and you hope to whatever it is. Get this: Donald Trump has just won the FIFA Peace Prize. He just got a medal and trophy. Did he really win the FIFA? Donald Trump. Well, he didn't he fight to have the FIFA World Cup there. Okay, I have not. I'm missing some post, Joodles. I don't know. I don't know what posts I'm missing. Joodle says they've never gone away. Ash, where Ash? Where is Ash? Same. Claire, Wishbone Ash. Well, Wishbone Ash is a really old. Whatever happened to them? Wishbone Ash. Been listening to the Smiths. Panic on the streets of London. Very true for today's times in the UK. And I weigh over just 10 stone. So you're thin, Dark Arts Dave. Well, keep on going. Be thin. How many stone am I? Let me see how many stone. How many stone is 77? I'm going to check. Now I'm getting a little bit discombobulated, and then we're going to get back. We're going to get back focused. 77 kgs in stone. Okay, I'm going to check how many stone I am. 12.125. What does that mean? Is that what does 125 mean? Is 12.2. 12 stone, 2 pounds. 12 pounds. I think that's what it means. Why did somebody send me a message telling me I'm missing all the messages? Am I missing all the messages? Am I missing the messages? I hope I'm not missing the messages. I hope I'm not missing the messages. I hope I'm not missing the messages. Okay, move on. Now I'm yelled at for not moving on. Run like the wind. Gotta run. Da, 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 da. Run like the wind. Da, 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 da. Run like the wind. I'm from Southeast England, not America, Stuart. Well, when you said college, did you mean like you were 16? College or American college? Okay, I know that. I know that now. I know that. Trump wins FIFA Peace Prize. Yeah, give him a Peace Prize. When he's gone, we're going to cry. I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. I mean, he's really done an amazing job. He's pulled it out. He's pulled his life out. He kept on fighting. And that's what I'm trying to do here. That's what we all have to do. We all have to fight. We got to fight for Lewis Schaffer. You got to fight for yourselves. I'm not going to fight for you. But we should fight for ourselves. We should fight for our country. Basically, I think so. Kermit says, I'm in the 2% of Discord voice chatters this year. Yes. Is that for all of the Discord? Or just our Discord? Or whatever other Discords you're on? Is that 11? What are you talking about, Ron Smith? I don't know what you're talking about. Donald J. Trump should get the Nobel Peace Prize, not some tin pot shit made up by FIFA. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I mean, should he get the Peace Prize? I don't know. I mean, he's blowing ships out of the water. Should he get the Peace Prize? He's declaring, you know what I mean? No, I don't believe in the Nobel Prize anyway. It's a big, big scam. I think it's a scam. I got a glitter ball wearing sunglasses emoji on my PFP Joodles. I don't know what that is. A glitter ball wearing sunglasses. A glitter ball wearing. I think you need an apostrophe between glitter ball and wearing. Don't you need an apostrophe? Shouldn't it be like this? I'm going to write it down. Glitter ball. Maybe glitter ball dash wearing emoji, like that. That's the way I think it should be. Don't you think it should be that? I think it should be that, basically. There was a jump, went nuts. There was a jump, Dark Shadow. Went nuts. Folks just need to repeat anything. So you're not fat then. Is that what you're saying, Dark Arts Dave? There has to be a prize for that. Maybe I don't know. What happened to Derby up north? Do we need to discuss that? Nobody wants to discuss that. We know whatever it is. We know they're lying to us. We know they're lying to us. They know they're lying to us because they're leftist, globalist, labor voting scum. And the Tories, too, are just conservative voting scum. Not death, but the end of the Tories. It's not my place, really. It's not my country. I mean, it is my country, but it's not my country. How close are we to being able to sub, Lewis? To subscribe? I mean, you can subscribe now. You can press the subscribe. There's no money being taken out. And it's better that way because there's no ads that you have to sit through. But if you want to contribute to Patreon, contribute to PayPal or Ko-fi, Ko-fi. Not all of Discord, just our Discord. Trump must call the deep state before the Dems call. Do you mean call or fail? Or what do you mean by that, Ron? What do you mean by that, Ron? Kale must be able to kale before the Dems control the House. Time is running. Yes. Yeah. Time is running. He's got to destroy it. I'm with him completely. I'm with you, Ron. I agree with you 100%. 200 homes evacuated as the coppers look for explosives. Yeah. I mean, what do they say? Do we know what the coppers are looking for? Or does the BBC refuse to tell us because it's embarrassing? What is the story, Joodles? But thank you for that information. Fight for your rights to party. Well, that's exactly what, in a way, we're fighting for. They don't want us to party. They don't want us to drink. They don't want us to eat pork. They don't want us to cover their faces. They don't want women to have money. They don't want us to have sex with people we aren't married to. Whatever it is. 11 Stone. Who is 11 Stone? Are you 11 Stone, Ron Smith? I can't believe they have one. That's insane. Alan Williams, talking to Alan Williams. Well, Judah, FIFA is a massively corrupt organization that didn't even have a peace prize until 5 minutes ago. Maybe they're afraid of the guy. They're afraid of him. You know, good for Donald Trump. Let him give him a prize. I can't, you know, so Judel says, I didn't realize they had a peace prize. That's insane. It is. It's insane. Hyphen, Lewis. Yes, a hyphen. Okay, thank you, Judels. Thank you. Thank you, Judels. Thank you, beautiful mommy Judels. She's like knows everything. She's watching over me to make sure I'm not an idiot, which I do appreciate. Isn't that what you're doing? I hope that's what you're doing. You're watching over me. I don't think I'm missing the messages, Lewis. No, Claire doesn't think I am. But if you think I'm missing it, say you didn't read my message. Why didn't you read my message? I'm not reading I'm reading 95% of the messages. It's quite amazing. This is quite an amazing show. Is there any other show like this? Hyphen, yes. Glitter ball, hyphen, wearing. That's what it should say. Fight for the rights of whites with boots and fists ready, Ron Smith. And fight not just whites, because they're black English people who've been here for 50, 75 years, and they want to say, you don't do what they did, like what they do to Minnesota. They just let all these horrible, horrible people in to control the vote, because they hate white people. I'm a white. I wasn't white until recently. Do you believe in Nephilism? Do you believe the Nephilims were real? What is a Nephilim? What is a Nephilim? Can I check that out? Can someone explain, Dave boy? What is a Nephilim? Explain that rather than have me. I was yelled at yesterday because I look things up before I give you a chance to answer. Sunglasses wearing disco ball. Okay, yeah, sunglasses wearing disco ball. Yeah, that's the right way to write it, I would think. But I've been wrong about things, Kermit. Thank you very much. Unite the kingdom. Let's unite the kingdom. If you're proud. Lucy Van Pelt is here. No, Lewis. That would be an emoji wearing a glitter ball. Glitter ball wearing emoji. I mean, he wrote it himself. I just added a hyphen, Lucy. I mean, I think both could be believable. What do you think, Kermit? Good to see you, Lucy. Good to see you, Lucy. Lewis, stop using hyphens in everything. Thanks. Not in everything, but there's a reason why we have the hyphen. Let's use the hyphen. Claire says, hey, Lucy. I mean, I agree with you. You shouldn't use too many hyphens, but you should use it. Joe says, hey, Lucy. Stop calling them apostrophe. I'm not calling it an apostrophe. I know that I haven't called it an apostrophe. Apostrophe is the little upside down. Does that look horrible? Does my arm look horrible? The veins and stuff. Look at the bottom. Look at the thing down there. Okay. I know that's an apostrophe, and the dash is a hyphen. Okay, you are right for that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Claire. Maltese Phil comes in. He comes in and saves the day. We've been having an argument. No. All of Discord. Maybe you shouldn't write no, a large no, but all you should have capitalized. Not just hours. I've sent 589 messages and spent 1144 hours in voice chat. Because you use it as a voice chatting machine. And you're very social because you're a porn director. And that's how you got to the high level you're at. Girl from Mars, I did. I pissed her off. I didn't mean to piss her off. I apologize. Carrie B, if you're in the background listening, I apologize. I didn't mean to piss her off. But I just, we discussed this the other day. Girl from Mars. She's not here for 2 days. She isn't here. People get upset. Who knows? Who knows what the reason she is not here? Who knows, girl from Mars? But I think we discussed what I thought the reason was. But it could be something else. She could have, her phone could have broken. Her no electricity. She's in a flood zone. Yeah. Well, remember when the National Front came out? Those people had all served in World War II, and so they believed in that, in the war thing. We have different analogies. Ron Smith. The USA, Russia, and China met in India. The UK and the EU are defecating themselves because they know Trump has all the cards in his hand and Team Euro World is losing influence. Yes, Team Euro World is losing influence. It's one team, and teams are singular. Manchester United is not a plural, but that's, yes. Yeah, he's saying it's the fact that Russia is still in the game. And I'm not a big Russia fan. I'm a Jew. I'm not a big Russia fan, but the fact that they're still a world dominating team says a lot. It says a lot for Russia. So a round of applause for Russia. 2 Polish chaps arrested. Is this in Derby? I'm more like 112 kilograms. That's not true. That's really proper fat. If you go to my Twitter page at Lewis Schaffer, you'll see a picture of me taken in 2016, which was the last year I was fat. Let's get thin, Ron. You need to be thin. We've lost people on this chat because they died of diabetes or heart disease or cancer or whatever. And being fat, it doesn't necessarily, possibly, maybe it does, cause cancer, but it makes the cancer sites grow. It makes the cells grow. Alan Williams, thanks for the advice of the Android tablet. Did you actually? Okay, well, there you go. Phil gave Alan Williams, what Android tablet did you recommend? Because I need one, but I want to pay only £300 for one. We are the infidels. Yeah, well, that's what happens. That's what's happened to you good people. I'm not saying you're good. You might be horrible people, but this is what happens when you drive people. You drive people into a corner. Am I right? What happens when you drive people into a corner? They come across as being unlikable. Like, we got to let people into this country. You don't have to let anybody. It's like letting people into my home. I'm not going to, even if you're nice people. So Phil, tell us what what PC, I think it was a laptop, that you recommended to Alan. Donna comes in. Get ready for Donna, because she's got a lot of wisdom. I disagree with some things that she says, but mostly I agree with her. For the second time in history, every cabinet member of this government are part of the Fabian Society. The only other time this has happened is under Tony Blair. Okay, says Donna Aylesbury. Why are you concerned about that? I'm not concerned about that because they're communists anyway, whether they're members of the Fabian Society or not. All leftist people are communists. They're communists. They hate the indigenous population. They don't believe in the British state, whether they're Fabians or not. So why are you concerned about that? We are the infidels, says Claire. Yes. Genesis 6.4, Numbers 13:33. The Nephilim are mysterious, giant, and powerful beings. Well, as Velikovsky would say, I don't know, you haven't been involved in the Velikovsky. Yes, you have been. You know about the Velikovsky. Velikovsky is that, yeah, they're probably the quote-unquote dinosaurs. They could have been humans who were extra large back in the day. Who knows? Now, you're saying, Lewis, how do you believe in that Chazarai, which means pig stuff, which means stuff you can't be taken seriously. Darklings, Nephilim, are giants in the Bible. Yes, I have heard of that. I thought it was Nephilism. But yes, I believe that back in the day, before the worlds collided, that's 6,000 BC, or maybe a few thousand years before that, people were bigger. They were bigger. And you know what's made us smaller? Eating carbs. It makes our brains smaller. You want to fight against these horrible people. Eat as much meat as you can. I ate meat for breakfast. I ate raw beef. I ate 5 raw eggs. I ate a bratwurst. And what else did I eat? I don't know what else I ate. You know what the problem is? The reason I gained 100 kilograms, because I went over 2,200 calories. I'm so old I remember emoticons before emojis were a big thing. What's an emoticon? In those days, there were giants. Yes, there were. There were giants. My full-time job. Okay, well, let's get back on track. Angle human heart. Oh, you mean angle or angel? Dark arts, Dave. Giant stone people before the Bible, Lewis. Yeah, could be that. Could be that. Andrew Rubin. Good to see you. Good to see you, Andrew Rubin. Yes, it could be that. We love you, Andrew. It could be that, like the ones on Easter Island. My full-time job, says Joodles. I didn't know what. Did we ask about this? I didn't see that. But her full-time job is 1,645 hours, which is 200 8-hour days a year. Yeah, work is horrible. You shouldn't have to work. You should be taken care. I'll take care of you. I won't take care of you. But, you don't want women to work. I know that they want to work, but nobody wants to work. Nobody wants to work. Men need to work, but I'm not going to get into this argument again. In those days, there were giants, Alan Williams. Do I need more muscles in the arms? Do I look like my arms are weak? I think they're a bit weak. They're a bit weak. I'm trying to be skinny. And then I'll add some muscles on. And then I talk to Lud is here. Oh my God, Lud, where have you been? But they don't listen to me. Lud, where have you been? You haven't been here in a couple of weeks. I think it's been a couple of weeks. It seems like forever. I'm such a tit. Lucy calls me a git. You're calling me a tit. I know, I'm not a great guy. Claire says, hi, Lud. I'm not a great guy. Why am I a tit? Because I say horrible things? Oh, but she's happy to see Lud. She loves Lud. She loves Alan. She loves all the men. But is there any love for Lewis Schaffer? I don't know. Why do starlings fly in swarms in the evening? Maybe they don't want to be eaten alive by birds. So they hang out in packs, like all pack animals. Ron Smith asks, in swarms. There's a few questions. Why do starlings fly? Why don't they walk on the ground? Why are they in swarms? Why can't they fly individually? Why is it just the evenings? Those are 3 questions at least. Here comes Lucy. Lucy has a frog emoji. She says, meant an emoji of a glitter ball wearing sunglasses, not an emoji wearing a glitter ball, which makes no sense. Yes, okay, yes. Well, you know who you're talking to, Lucy. You know you're talking to me. I think Lucy expects more from me. Jules asked me, says, why are so many women unhappy with me? Because you expect too much. Why are people on this thread unhappy with me if you are? Because you expect too much. You're thinking, I'm listening to this guy. Why he's got to be super interesting, and I'm more interesting than he is. This is what what we're saying. Just the disappointment. That's what it is. The human disappointment. The human disappointment. The disappointment of humans. We're all disappointing. We're all disappointing. So Lud is here. Welcome to the show, Lud. Yep, the reason Caribe isn't here is definitely because she fell down a well. You're making a joke. That's a joke. I know Judel, so I understand her sense of humor. She's just they're very deadpan, the Northern Irish. They won't tell you that they're making a joke. Yeah, the reason she's here is because she fell down a well. She just isn't waiting for Lassie to come and get her. She's just waiting for Lassie to come and get her. All right, well, whatever. Lud has had a tough week. Okay, well, welcome here. The week is over, and now we're all good. Oh my God, look I'm far behind in the thread. What happened to our thread? Uh-oh. I like Caribe, says Girl from Mars. She knows a lot about punk bands. Me too. And she lives so close I could meet her, whatever. Hi, Caribe, if you're watching us. I hope she comes back. I mean, I know how. And then I'll apologize. I don't want anybody to think that I wasn't driving her away. I know you think, oh, you hate women, whatever. I just don't believe anything that anybody says, men or women. So if you say, my husband did this, I'm going to go, I'd like to hear what your husband has to say. You do a great job of reading all our messages. Well, I try my best, Dave Toby. I've been doing this for 200 shows, so it's getting a bit better. You should have been here in the first few weeks. Who remembers the first few weeks? I didn't know what the hell I was talking about. Simon needed a kidney transplant, Lewis. Poor Simon, yeah. How do you need a kidney? Because it's from what we eat. That's the filtration organ, a big part of it. The kidney. I'm going to need a kidney transplant too someday. I'm waiting to find out how my kidneys are doing. I am 29 stone, but not a Nephilim. That's very heavy. Let's lose some weight. Everybody, I'm going to pray for Dave Toby to lose weight. That's our prayer. Pryer, Dave Toby, lose weight. I mean, for all of us. Weight. I'm going to pray for that. That's too heavy. The most important, I mean, exercising is important, but it's not going to make, it's too much of a sacrifice when you're fat. It's extra work. Just eat less. Everybody eat less. Long as you're here tomorrow with some matey and fluffy towels, lad, all is forgiven. He can just come by himself. He doesn't have, oh yeah, you remember we were discussing that. I don't even know what that stuff is. Okay. You know, Lud's going to be here tomorrow. Okay, good. Or maybe 10 o'clock tonight. We're on at 10 o'clock. Everybody, can you please like the stream? Like and subscribe the stream. We've been on an hour. For 300, I'd look for the best secondhand iPad available. An iPad, you look for an iPad. I can't switch to iPads at the present moment. I want Apple to do the best. I was Apple from 1980 to 2004. So how many years is that? 1980. 24 years. Lewis is right, says Wormelian. He almost lost me as a viewer when I died of a carb overdose. Luckily, I defibrillated myself and had a lovely sirloin steak. Now I'm back watching Lewis Schaffer Uncooked show. Yes, I don't believe all of that sentence, but I think low carbs can make you live longer and be healthier and be thinner. Because I'm going to tell you something. When I see you, I'm going to say, you're fat. You're fat. And you're going to laugh and it's going to be funny, but it's still, we don't want to be fat. So let's work at being thin. Tory MP blonde woman is calling for no foreigners in Parliament. I agree with that. Everyone has to be a citizen in order to go to Parliament. That's totally, totally right. And maybe the Tories are coming along to where the reform and where Tommy Robinson is coming. Maybe that's what we need. I don't think Dawn Sturgis's family are applauding Russia, Lewis. Who is Dawn Sturgis? Well, I'm not asking anybody to applaud Russia, but who is Dawn Sturgis? I'm going to have to look that up. I should know all of this, but I don't know any of it. I don't know any of it. I apologize for it. Who is Dawn Sturgis? Dawn Sturgis. Oh, she's horrible. She can't even open her fucking eyes. Putin was morally responsible. The Dawn Sturgis thing. All right, a whole long report. Probably cost £100 million. Oh yeah, because Putin was trying to kill. Is this what happened? This is when he was killing his people, when he was going to Britain to kill people. Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. Yes, you're right. You're right. That's bad. That's bad. Okay, I looked that up. Thank you. Good point. Good point. Good point, Lucy. Always with information. Always with information. Joodle says, Warmellian, he nearly lost me to the stolen phone blackout of autumn 2000. Did you lose your phone? Was your phone stolen? You didn't tell me that. You didn't tell anybody that. This is the first we've heard. I don't believe that. It's like a war, and the enemies are in government. And they are, yes, that's what's happening. They're our enemies. And they are letting these men in to take over. Simple as that. It's terrifying. Police are against us. Government, docks, schools, etc. They hate us. Dark arts, Dave. They do. That's why we've got to be physically fit and emotionally ready. You know, I mean, it's tragic, really. My eyes still haven't recovered from not being able to look at Lewis Schaffer. Look at how beautiful I am. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? Look, I can move my neck. I used to not be able to move my neck. I had to give up my car because I couldn't move my neck. That's how sick I was 10 years ago, 2007. I couldn't move my neck. I was driving. You have to see behind you. I couldn't go like that. Really bad. I could not go like that. It was a dark time, Jules, back then, 2018, yeah. And it was bad. The Russians killed one of our own. They killed a British person. UKC, we're talking about Sturgis. What is UKC? And there's a lot of conflicting evidence. Was there, Ron Smith says. You had to press several buttons on your Nokia to get it. What is this, an emoji? I don't know. Is that what we're talking about there? What is the point you are making, Lucy? Russia's not great. I don't think Russia's great. And I'm a Jew. We don't think Russia's great. But, you know, are we going to kill ourselves? We don't have the troops to fight Russia, so we better be on our best behavior. Good evening, chums. This is Paul Manning. Welcome, Paul Manning. Paul Manning remixes. Good evening, chums. Sorry I've not been here for a while. I've been unwell. How are you? How are you, Lewis? I'm doing pretty well. Basically, I'm happy to be here myself. I've been very depressed lately, I would say. I've been pretty depressed. Everybody's been a bit depressed and worried. I'm not as depressed when I'm talking to you people because I think you people know what the hell's going on. And we could talk about it. Why are you sick? And how much carbs are you eating? What is your diet? Are you eating toxic seed oils? Stop eating vegetables. And toxic seed oils are not edible. They're basically making food out of motor oil. I'm going back to Nokia. I had a Nokia phone, many Nokia phones. Maltese Phil, smartphones are handy, but I ain't being tracked and traced. Dark Arts Dave says, yeah, you're not. You're not being tracked and traced. Well, I don't know. Should we switch phones? Should we all switch phones? Are we being watched here? Maybe at some point they'll say, oh, you were watching Lewis Schaffer. Or maybe someone will say Lewis Schaffer was actually talking to Dark Arts Dave. Maybe you call yourself Dark Arts Dave, which is a very scary name, basically. Hope you're feeling better, Paul Manning. Everybody, let's wish Paul Manning get better. GB News, we're in Merthyr Vales yesterday, and someone in the pub mentioned Wales being a sanctuary. I thought, now you're onto something. Not mentioned much. Yeah, well, what happens when you let people who hate your country into your country, who hate your religion into your country, who hate you into your country, who maybe don't even hate you but don't feel a part of you? This is what happens. I'm against it. I'm against it. Are you feeling better? Everybody's saying hello to Paul Manning remixes. Say hello. Say hello. He's saying hello back. He's saying hello back. What's the channel? Or is it just questions? Hi, Emma Williams. The channel is basically, we're all, I don't know, what is the channel? It's people who are fighting for, they're all British people, or people who are fighting, we're all people who are fighting for Britain. How did you find out about us? Sometimes it's me. Sometimes it's me being funny and silly and talking about food and making people feel better. Sometimes it's making me feel worse because they're fat. And it could be offensive, whatever. It's me getting into arguments. Emma Williams. It isn't just questions. It's not just questions from me. Questions, we're all... Dr. Sexy is back. Oh, look at this. Everybody's coming back on a Friday. That's really good. Emma, where are you from, Emma? How old are you? Are you a girl? Are you a woman? Whatever. You'll get used to the mayhem, Emma Williams. It's mayhem. I'm trying to make it more structured. Trump just pulled out of one of his balls on stage. Is that true, Dr. Sexy? I don't know if that's true. Only the English should be in the Houses of Parliament. That means both your parents had to be English. Could be a bit extreme. That means my kid can't be in the English Parliament. Alan Williams. Okay, fat is the new thing, like poor is the new rich. Try being poor and fat. They are the lucky ones. Fat is the new the new thing, like poor is the new rich. Being poor and fat, they are the lucky ones. What do you mean by that, Emma Williams? I don't really understand. Dawn was the lady killed by Novacek. By Novacek and Salisbury. Thank you for writing that to me. We're 7 minutes delayed on the stream here. It's like the stock market crash in 1929 when the reporting was so delayed. There was so many trades being made. I watched clips of the BBC Newsnight, and yes, it was sickening. Russ says. He says 1974, but his name is Russ. The diet starts January 1st. There will be nothing there of me. I see you at the Backyard Comedy Club in February. No, the diet should start now. I love you, Lud. You've been a huge supporter of this channel. You do what you want to do, but we've got to practice right now. You got to, because what happens is if you start your diet on January 1st, you will have gained 5 kilograms, and that's really hard. That's 5 extra kilograms. But if you start your diet now, you may not lose weight by January 1st, but you won't have to lose 5 pounds, I think. About the Novichok poisoning, we know that Porton Down is near there, just saying. I mean, I don't know whether that's true or not, but it could be true. Ron Smith, it could be true. You don't trust anybody. You don't trust anybody. The Salisbury incident was probably another psyop. That's, similar to what Ron Smith says, Donna, and I kind of agree. You don't know what to believe. I only know what I know. And stuff I don't know, but I don't trust them if they're telling me the answer. Lewis does a great job, but bless him. He's way up in the chat. XD. What does XD mean? I'd love to do lives, but I ain't got the balls. But he's way up in the chat, XD. I maybe have to skip the things. I hear question time, says Ron Smith. Time brought a couple of boat people into the audience. That's illegal. That's like doing a program on people who recommend smoking or taking coke and having, well, we've got a coke dealer here and we've got a person who's going to do coke here. That's outrageous. Don't you think that that's outrageous? If it's illegal, it's illegal. If it's illegal, it's illegal. You may be right, Vatanai says to Donna Aylesbury. Our security service would do anything to create conflict. Maybe they would. Maybe they've been told. Look at everything is about fear. Flu. You're going to catch the flu. You're going to die of the flu. Take the vaccine. You're going to flu. Da, da, da. It's a lie. Liars, liars. Lewis, will you be in the anti-D march next Saturday? Was organized months ago. The lying C word Robinson has really, what are you saying, Lewis? Will you be in the anti-DI march next Saturday? It was organized months ago. That lying C word Robinson has really ID'd it up for them. What do you mean by that? Can you write that again so I can understand that? Girl from Mars, I love you, I love you, I love you. Did you know Hitler was a secret 9-pin bowling fan and had a bowling room under the Berghof? Possibly. I wish he was called Mr. Who's the Boss. But he did a show on that, Kermit. He didn't do the apostrophe right, but he's Mr. He wrote it wrong, but he's stuck. He's got millions. You can't change your name. But maybe that's also too long. I like that guy. I like his house. I have, Alan, says Judels. I don't want it. Passes crown to AI. Okay, we're back on track here. What happened to Emma? Is Emma listening to this? If you answer the questions. Judels mentioned it last night. Eventually, I had to see it. It's just stomach churning. It was actually Fiona Bruce. This is her. She is. You can tell the people who are scum. You can tell Fiona Bruce has made it worse the way she crawled over them. Of course she does. Do you know, like in America, all of the women are leftists. Every single one of them are communists. That's why when you meet a woman on this thread who is not a communist, you love them, because that's unusual for them to be. They're very ballsy people. I didn't ask if she was fat. I didn't ask her. I said, where does she come from? Is she a woman? How old? I don't know. Maybe I asked too many questions. She stumbled onto this. How could you like this thread if you're just coming onto it? You know, what is the right answer? Is it just me answering questions? I'm not just answering questions. The British ball bashing corporation, I would say. Roseanne Barr, she is on our side. But most women are leftists. They get together in their group and saying, we need more benefits. We shouldn't be mean to people who come in and are us. Next week on Question Time, has the drugs epidemic gone far worse, says Maltese Phil. Mostly users and dealers in the audience. Exactly right. Because she's new here. She's new, and I want her to come back. And I could feel She was maybe a bit sensitive, and I don't want you to be mad at me. It's an absolute scandal, Judel says about that. It is. They don't even know it's a scandal, the left. I shouldn't be talking like this. You know what I mean? Next week on question, right, that's so funny, Maltese Phil. And the way you put it, read what Maltese Phil has written here. I'll read it again. Maltese Phil says, next week on Question Time, has the drugs epidemic gotten far worse? And who are the guests? Mostly users and dealers in the audience. Users and dealers. They're going to say, no, it hasn't. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I asked the new boys if because unfortunately, Judels, boys are not quite as sensitive as girls. They're not as sensitive. I'm sorry. Girls are way more sensitive. You know, it's like if I call a boy fat, are you fat? They would go, yeah, I'm fat. I'm trying to lose some weight. Yeah, I'm fat. What? They wouldn't go, oh, I can't be here. He's calling me ugly. The audience is handpicked on Question Time, so loaded and biased. That's right, Darklands. My producer, have you been on Question Time in the audience? Have you been in the audience on Question Time? People are hearing how horrible you are. The women's movement in the day was needed. Now it's a takeover, Dark Arts Dave. We can't discuss women things. F the BBC, Don Ellsbury. I agree with you completely. I don't pay for it. I don't watch it. You what? You're paying for it to be brainwashed? F you, the BBC. That's what Donna just said. It's brilliant. It's just a giant echo chamber of the lefty, wokey, liberal Fabians. Yes, it's communistic. It's globalistic. It's anti-Britain. And we're forced to pay for these people? Come on. You're far more sensitive than I am, Lewis. Yes, I am, but not about being called fat. You call me fat, I'm not that sensitive. I'm sensitive if you don't return my phone calls, if you leave the chat, if you don't tell me you love me. That I'm more sensitive to. But I'm not sensitive if you call me fat. I'm not sensitive saying, I don't like that shirt, Lewis. I'm not sensitive in lots of different ways. But you are right, Judels. I am more sensitive. Did you see my comment? The immigrant guy on Question Time had a prepared script and an earpiece. Lying. CUNTS BBC. Thank you very much. I didn't see that, Vat and I. But thank you for reposting it. And everybody, if I don't read your thing, I can't read everybody's thing. But maybe I could, but I might be delayed. Here's the point. Write it again. Write it again so I can see it. My son is making bolognese. Are you reading all of the posts? Probably not. But thank you, Vatanai, for this. My New Year's resolution is to find out how much gym memberships cost and then spend it on alcohol and save myself the bother. Alcohol is bad. Unfortunately, it's bad. So you got to stop drinking too. You got to stop the car. I mean, I don't drink anymore. I never drank, really. I drank a little bit. But because drinking is a toxin, it goes into the liver. It's really bad. Well, I hope we all attend, if we can, Tommy Robinson's carol service on the 13th of December in London. I've been on Question Time, says Andrew Rubin. Yeah. Farage ripped into the BBC at a press conference yesterday. Yeah, I read that today in the Daily Mail, because I buy the Daily Mail because it's relatively cheap. I can't pay £3.50 for a newspaper, even though, Yeah. F. Tommy Robinson. Why F. Tommy Robinson? He's no saint. Sounds like a Bruce Springsteen song. I had a great T-shirt. I worn it out. Had the hammer and sickle on it for the C in the BBC. Yeah. I must order another. Yes. That sounds like a brilliant T-shirt. Or we can make sure we have all like this stream. It's the simplest thing to do because it tells everybody, look, we haven't had that many people watch it. We've only had 200 people watch this thing, but 30, 40 people have liked it. That's a really high number. That's a really, really high number. That's a 20% audience have liked it. I need constant attention, Lud, and validation. If I don't get it, I will pull my own hair. Is that true, Lud? I'm the same way. I want attention. I want attention. I want attention. Okay. I want attention. Why not? I also had an anti-EU t-shirt with the Grim Reaper holding the EU flag. Yeah, I never realized how bad the EU was. I never realized how bad the BBC. Of course, you don't think about these things. But once you look at all of these systems of government, whether it's university, whether it's the police force, whether it's, whether it's the Foreign Office or whether it's the BBC, they're all, you can't trust them anymore. Radio 4 used to keep me company for years, since the last 10 years or so. Many of the programs promote climate change. Total lie, climate change, Vatanai. Race theory, total lie. Gender and trans issues, total lie. Pro-immigration propaganda, really bad for us. Why don't I design a t-shirt? I should design it. Because I'm just trying to not work. But I hope to do more. I'm lazy. I'm sorry, Ron Smith, I'm lazy. Why don't you design a t-shirt for me? And then send me some money. And take some of the money yourself. I'll promote it. And we'll split the money. That's what you can do. You can make a t-shirt. If we sell it. No one's a saint. But he has tried to save people from the R gangs. Did a hell of a lot more than any of us have, and paid for it and is paying for it now. I'd stand by Tommy any day. But as I said, no one's perfect. He's like a working class guy from Luton. What do you expect from the guy? Oh, you want a posh guy like the king who hates this country? Who's, what do you want? Now I'm being all angry. Yes, Tommy gets slagged off a lot, but he's done great work. Yes, I agree with that. I stand with Tommy. F the EU. Yes, I'm with you. We have to fight. We have to be our own heroes. Cheers for saying that. It means a lot. Punctuation, dark arts, punctuation. How's this for a slogan for a t-shirt? It's all at stake. And with a picture, yes. Yeah, you could say that, or most of it is at stake. That's not a bad t-shirt, but make sure people can, maybe, it's all at stake, exclamation point. You design the shirt, produce it, package it, ship it, and I'll sit here on my ass and mention it and give you some of the money of the profit. We split half of the profit. So the cost of the t-shirt minus the cost you sell it for, we split that in half. Why is that? Remember, marketing is half of all businesses. So I don't think that's shocking. You were wrong, Lewis. That's okay. No one really knows. I don't trust him. I don't trust him either. But, at least he's, who do you trust then? Except for Tommy Robinson. He's saying the right things. He's saying the Muslims are a threat to this country. They don't love this country. I'm being too strong on this show, I think. I want to apologize. Where was Tommy Robinson when COVID was going on? Where was Tommy Robinson when it comes to digital ID? Where is Tommy Robinson? Effing nowhere, because he's a bought and paid for puppet. Said, well, who do you support, Donna Aylesbury? Who do you support? I agree with most of what Tommy Robinson says, but I just don't like the way he comes across. Darklands, you can't help yourself. Who's making him come across badly but the BBC? They're presenting him in bad ways. It's not that he's coming across badly. He's being presented in a bad way. What's your beef with a question mark? These could be good shirts. Really good. I have a pal who owns a merchandising company. If you're interested, serious, DM me, says Andrew Rubin. Okay, no, that involves too much work. Let's every one of you, design something. And however much it costs, okay, we split the costs, and then we split. After the costs are paid for, we split the money. Goes to me. I'm not taking 50%. Let's say you make a t-shirt. The t-shirt costs £10 to make. We sell the t-shirt for £20. Okay? You get half and I get half. It's not 50%. It's way less than that. This is what I did with the other beautiful Lucy, which I have to contact and see what she's doing. I haven't seen her in so long. Lewis would make a great baddie in Panto. Okay, we're gonna take a break right now. I think it's a fair thing, because here's a place. 13,000 followers of Lewis Schaffer would buy the shirt, maybe 25% each. Yeah. It's been a great show. Thank you, Dark Arts Dave. Thank you, Kermit. Thank you, Ruben. Thank you, Joodles. Of course, thank you. Thank you, Girl from Mars. Gnome Hunter, thank you for coming in. You came in a bit late. Do you actually want me to write your biography, Lewis? Going off from yesterday. Disclaimer, I'm not a professional publishing board. I mean, if you write the biography, obviously, you've written it. Whatever. If you want my name on it, like an autobiography, that's something else. Joodles, Ron Smith, thank you. Alan Williams. Emma Williams. What do you mean, Emma? That's what I'm asking you. Keith Bexley. I didn't even mention your favorite song. Keith Bexley. Claire. Thank you, Claire. Thank you, Stuart H. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We had a lot of people here tonight, which is really good. Joe was here. Mr. Cuff was here. We've had a lot of Ron Smith. We've had a lot of people. If at the end of this stream, I haven't mentioned your name to thank you personally, and it means a lot to me that you're here, just write down, what about me? Lucy Van Pelt was here. Joe, of course, beautiful, beautiful Joe. Maltese Phil. Brilliant. Vatanai. Brilliant. Dark Arts Dave, Ludd. Good to see you again. We'll hope to see you later. Remember, we're on at 10:30 tonight. 10:30 tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Paul Manning, if you haven't, go over and like and subscribe. Press the bell. Smash the bell, they say. Smash the bell. Smash the like. Whatever they say. They always say that. Paul Manning. Thank you, Paul Manning. Press the bell. Smash the like. If you guys want to make a contribution to keep Lewis Schaffer, it's probably better off if I have no money, so I can't spend it. But thank you very, very much. I do appreciate you being here. And we're going to say, here's our prayer. Here's our prayer. Dear Lord, we're praying for Dave to be. Thank you, Dave to be. Thank you, dear Lord, who is our Lord, the Lord of the universe, the Lord of the galaxy, the Lord of the solar system, the Lord of our planet, the Lord of our nation of Britain and America too, and our Lord. Maybe we see you as coming in different forms, but you're our Lord. We pray for Dave to be. He has told us that he is fat. And I know for a fact how hard it is to lose weight. Is it not hard? Can be close to impossible, but it's not impossible. It's not impossible because we've been brainwashed to like food. We've been brainwashed by the food itself because they've converted food that used to just solve our hunger to creating hunger. Food like bread and potatoes and rice and fruit and sugar, processed food. that once we take one bite makes us hungrier. It's not our fault. It is our fault, but it's not our fault. So, dear Lord, we pray to you, our Lord, to help. We pray to you to give Dave to be a sign. Dave to be. He's going to be thin. He weighs 29 stone right now. Dave to be a sign of how easy it is to lose weight. And let him begin that journey right now. And let him not hope for thinness, but to enjoy being thin, eating less right now. Eating less right now. And this prayer goes for all of us. Are we all praying for this? This prayer is for all of us. Amen. Okay? Amen. Dear Lord, amen. Okay. I'm going to say goodbye. We'll see you at 10:30 tonight. Cellaire comes in a bit late, but thank you very much. Blessed are the bread-making destroyers who destroy bread, basically. Bread is delicious, but it makes us want to eat more bread. I had 3 bagels yesterday, but I had to cut back. And even then, I gained a little bit of weight. So we'll see you tomorrow, everybody. I love you. I love you. I love you. If I haven't said your name, write it down right now, and I will say your name. And God bless England, our country. God bless Britain, our country. God bless the country of the Angles and the Saxons and the Jutes and the Celts and the Cornish and the Irish and the Cumbrians and all of us together. God bless the white and the black people who love this country and who don't want it destroyed. And include that the few Muslims, maybe there aren't a few, maybe they're scared to death too, who came to this country to live in a Christian country, as I did. I didn't come here to make this country Jewish. Okay? We pray and thank you, dear Lord, for these people. Amen. Is it cooked?